Good afternoon. Welcome to Glorify God Today. I'm Hattie, I'm your host on this July 3rd, 2025 day. Our afternoon devotion, ladies, is coming from Matthew 6:22 and 23. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore your eye is good, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eye is evil, your whole body will be full of darkness. If therefore that light is in you is darkness, how great is that darkness? Well, ladies, I think about light. What does that mean to have light? So I looked up the definition in the dictionary, and it says light is a natural agent that stimulates sight and makes things visible. And then I looked again deeper. What else could it mean? Or it made me think that light comes into the body through the eye. And and so I also started to think about where does that light come from? So we have a choice between two lights. So ladies, I'm asking this question, is your light good or is it evil? Did you know you have a choice between the two visions of the lights that you can occur in your life? So, what did I think about when I started thinking about light? I started thinking about who gave us the light. And I said, well, the Lord is the one who has given us light in the first place. And I hope, ladies, I hope your light that is in you is full of good and not evil. And I started to think about what are some things and that could be in your life that is not of God. Well, I'm talking about the world. I'm talking about these earthly things that is temporary. And I was speaking to a lady the other day, and I was just focusing on the light that was in her, and it looked very dim. Y'all, it looked sad, it looked depressed, it looked evil. And I started to just ask the question to this young lady is, where's your hope? Do you have light? And she said, it depends on the day. Well, let me say to you ladies, you have a choice. You do. You have a choice. You can choose the light that comes from God, which will be heavenly things, things above, or you could choose the things that is of darkness, which is things of this world. And another thing I thought about as a light, an example is a lamp, how it illuminates the whole entire room, or a lighthouse. See, a lighthouse is on the top, there's a light on the top of a structure, and that light, it beams out so that it could help those who are on the ship to see that light to help them get away from danger. And I started thinking about that's what God wants us to do. He wants our light to come from Him so that we will not live a life of danger. Something else that I started to think about is that, the light that you need comes from God that benefits you in so many ways. It reflects, it will beam out to others. So if your light is full of good, if it is benefiting you because it's in God's presence, oh, can you imagine how much that's going to go to so many people? So I'm just saying, be that light of goodness. Be that light that seeks God's presence. So, ladies, if you tuned in today, please take the time to share, to subscribe, to like. Be a blessing to someone else. Now go glorify God today.